Okay, hey people. I am so excited today for good reason. I'm sure you can imagine. Let's see. Thank you all so much for joining. I don't take it for granted at all. Thank you so much. Nenye, Nena, Saint Kizito, Junior Ken, Ahukana. Victoria's greatest. Is this Osawa? The face looks like Osawa, but the name, I don't know. Dupe, Goodies, Uncle Joey. Thank you all so much for joining. I know. People are busy, and this 5 o'clock that I put the time in, I'm sorry. I know that some of you are still at work, but in order to be able to enjoy the rest of my birthday without being on Instagram, I decided to do it now so I can have time for other stuff later. So, yeah, thanks for joining at this time, regardless. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So, we have gists. So, yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to do this. Honestly, I almost chickened out at some point. But you know when they've designed flyer for you, everything, and you've already posted the flyer. How do you want to chicken out? So I just, I braved up and decided to come on here. And I'm glad I did because I think it's going to be fun. I'm just going to relax and have a chill time. But yeah, let's just. How do we start now? Okay, let's start from the beginning. What triggered this? I've been sharing a few things on my Instagram, on my LinkedIn, and I think the best way to say this is that someone reached out to me. I was like, what's up with all your cryptic messages? You're saying stuff, but you're not saying anything. So, are you going to take time and explain to us what's actually going on? And, that was one message. But in addition to that message, there were many other messages that were coming in either via LinkedIn or Instagram. And some of them were just like through WhatsApp because these are people that are also either friends or colleagues, so they have access to me and reached out to say like, girl, what's going on? So, I'm not trying to be like super secretive. It's in my benefits that I actually put it out there what's going out with me. So I thought maybe today being my birthday, let's kill two birds with one stone by just spending time to thank God, celebrate with some of you that I haven't seen in forever, and also to answer all of the questions that some of you so graciously and with much love and care you sent to me. Some of the questions are just hilarious. But before I get into some of the specific questions I received, let me just say that I did make a significant life change recently, one that surprised a number of people. And if I'm honest, I think it surprised me a little bit, just a little bit in terms of the timing, not in terms of what it was that I was going to do, but in terms of the timing. And the big news was that I actually, I left my job. I left my job with a very prominent multinational. It's an organization that I've been with for the last 16 years. 16 years. Guys, I joined this company fresh out of NYSC. Literally. It was my first real job. Prior to that, all the other jobs I had were like, internships, NYSC mandatory service, those kinds of things. So it was literally my whole life for the last 16 years in terms of the professional space, not my whole life, but my whole life in terms of my career. And it was a fantastic job. It literally was a fantastic organization. I loved the culture. I loved the brands. I loved the people. Like, I love the people. And a lot of them are still my very close friends, mentors, role models. So it wasn't an easy decision at all. And it surprised a lot of people because at some point they used to call me, when they add the organization's name and then they put your name and they'll be like Akpana, like if it's Coca-Cola, they'll say Akpana Coca-Cola. In my own case, it was like Akpana this, those of you that know, it's not a secret, if you go on my LinkedIn. So it was a surprise to a lot of people that I made the decision to leave at this point, specifically at this point, because I think on the surface, like when people look at me and the trajectory I've had with my career, it's like, oh, you've had so many wonderful things going for you. And that is actually the truth. I have had a brilliant career and I really, really had the best of times. They taught me everything. Literally, like I said, it was fresh out of school. So this organization taught me everything that I know. They gave me all the opportunities in the world. And it's also partly because of them that I'm also in the location that I am today. So yeah, it's there's so much to be thankful for. And when I made the decision to leave, it took me so much time to actually put it out there because I had to talk to so many people just to keep explaining why I did this, why I had to do it now, and why it was necessary that I didn't delay any longer. So it wasn't an easy decision, but it was one that I had to take, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, what triggered the biggest bunch of questions that I received was a post that I made on LinkedIn. On Valentine's Day, I made a post on LinkedIn. In fact, my Valentine's Day post was actually to this organization. And I wrote like a very heartfelt, love letter, if you call it that. But it was really like a love note dedicated to the organization in gratitude and appreciation for the past decade and all of the experiences that we've had together. And in that note, I called them. I said they were my professional first love, and first loves never really leave you, and I meant it from the depth of my heart. They are my professional first love, and first loves never really leave you. So I know that they will always be a part of me. The organization would always stay with me. I would always, cherish the memories, the experiences that resulted from being a part of that organization. And so one of the questions that someone sent to me, if I jump right into the questions at this point, was that it's clear that you really enjoyed your time there and that, it was a great place to work. So why did you leave? Why did you leave? Good question. Fantastic place to start the conversation today. Why did I leave? I left because it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming because there are certain dreams and aspirations that I've always had. And I wanted to, at some point, be able to step away from the corporate space and actually go do these things. Now, if you've read my book, for those of you who don't know, I'm an author, by the way. If you check the link in my bio, you'll see where you can find my book. But yeah, in 2018, I wrote a book called Scared Successful Woman. And if you look at the front cover of that book, right, it's a picture of a young lady sitting on the floor with her laptop and her journal in front of her, and she's sitting there on the floor kind of like stuck between these two items, with a door open in front of her, but she's just like stuck in front of the door and not really moving. And so that picture was actually representative of me at the time, because I was really stuck at the time between the choices I was struggling with. I had this amazing career with a wonderful organization that I knew that if I stayed on in it and if I continued to, put in my best, I could rise to like the greatest heights. And I'm a hard worker, so I know that if I put in my best efforts, then there were maybe no limits that I could get to within the organization. But then on the other side, there was also my journal that was another item on the floor beside the lady who was stuck on the doorway. And the journal for me was representative of all of the personal dreams and aspirations that I've always kind of, nursed in my heart and said, oh, one day I'm going to do this and one day I'm going to do that. And this book is 2018. Don't forget, like I launched this book in 2018. So this is to tell you how long I've been carrying some of these thoughts in my mind and saying one day. But now the thing with one day is there were a number of reasons why it was still a good idea for me to stay on. And it was also, I guess, one of those things that I thought of would come like later, much later. I didn't think that I was going to be taking the decision as quickly as maybe now. But then what we don't even realize is that 6 years have gone by, like play, literally 6 years have gone by. So at the time, I see now that it was not the right time for me to have made the decision. But over time, it's gotten to a place where I recognize that, listen, there's never really a perfect time to make the decisions that you want to make. And there's never really like a perfect time to go after your dreams. So instead of waiting until after retirement, when you're in your 50s or your 60s, why not do it now while you're still quite young, quite energetic, and you really have the energy to be able to chase after and go after the things that you want to achieve. And so that's the major reason why I decided to actually make that step. And it literally broke my heart. Like, I remember the day my announcement went out on the global company portal. It was almost like an obituary. It felt like some kind of passing of some sort. And I guess in a way it was actually that, because for me it was really like a passing on from one phase of my life or one phase of my professional journey and identity into another phase. So it was quite emotional for me, and it took me quite a while to get over it. But I took the time to actually just kind of calm down and begin to kind of ease myself out of the mindset of being in that space. It's not entirely gone, but I'm slowly working myself into, this other thing. And today, as I turn 40, I'm so excited that I get to finally relaunch the Purpose Portal. I'm emphasizing relaunch because if you've been on my Instagram for a while, you'll probably see that I've done a little bit with the Purpose Portal in the past, as far back as maybe 2019, 2020. I actually registered it back then in Nigeria with, CAC, and I was doing a few things on the side with it, but I was treating it then like my side hustle. It wasn't really like my core, it was literally a side hustle. But this is the time when I'm making the Purpose Portal my core. It's no longer the side hustle. And I'm going to be sharing, over the course of the next few days, weeks, months with you all, how things are evolving under the Purpose Portal. But there's already a lot up. So I'm still going to answer all your questions, by the way. But here's a good moment to just say, if you're not following the Purpose Portal, please follow the Purpose Portal. That is my business page. That is my new professional identity. And there is so much that we have in store and on offer for you. So please go to the page and follow me. Follow me. Support my ministry. Yeah. Cool. Good. So let's get started with the questions. I'm going to be reading them out literally the same way that I received them, and doing my best to respond. First drink. Whew. Okay. Ogonaya. Hey. Hello. It's been so long. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm glad to see you. Cool. Okay, so to the questions now. Question number 1. I'm not going to call out the people's names, by the way. But if I see any of them here, I'll wink at you. If I wink at you, you know it's your question. Oh. First question. Hey, ma'am. Saw your post on LinkedIn. What's happening? This is not at all what we expected. Hope you and the family are well. Okay. So this particular question is coming from a colleague who we worked together a couple of years back, and we were in the same department actually. Excuse me, for a while. And we always talked about, our aspirations for the future and some of the dreams and the goals that we had. So I believe that this message is actually referencing some of the conversations we had in the past. And yeah, I explained earlier that this was a decision for me that was not an on the spur of the moment decision. It was a long time coming, literally 5-6 years in the making. So it's probably not what some of you expected, but for me, it's something that I've actually been kind of looking forward to and building up to. So yeah, I can't say I apologize for dashing anyone's hopes, but I hope you can understand why, I had to make the decision. It was for me one of my dreams, one of my aspirations, and I felt that the timing was right to actually then make the step away. And I really appreciate the fact that you were concerned enough to reach out. But I'm good and I'm excited about this next phase. I hope that you can get excited too and see all of the possibilities that exists on this new trajectory. Okay, so that was the first question. Actually, there was a follow-up to the question. So basically, she was saying, it's clear that you actually loved this organization. That's the way she put it. So it's clear that you loved the organization. And if you felt that way, why did you still have to move on? Okay. Yeah, I almost missed that. So it's clear you love the organization. If you felt that way, why did you still have to move on? Good question. So here's the thing. It's a bit like you know how I'm trying to look for a good example to pass the message across. But you know how when you're leaving school, right? Imagine college or the university. When you were graduating from the university, right? You had a great time in school. You had all of these great friends that you had made in school that you were so close and so tight with. But then you had to graduate. Do you understand? Like, I remember, like, convocation ceremony, you all would be dancing and celebrating, but at the same time crying and just losing it because you know that there are certain people you're not going to see again for a long time. There are people you're going to miss. There are people you'll never really probably see again, But the fact that you're sad, that you're going to miss those people and that you're going to miss, the experiences and the memories that you had wouldn't stop you from graduating, would it? Yeah, so that's a bit the way that I see this. I felt like, 16 years, you've done literally a lifetime, with this place and with this team and with this organization and with these people. And it's time to actually then move on to this new thing. And yes, it made me sad. Yes, it made me feel, some type of way. But I'm also excited about the future and looking forward to the future. So for me, it was just not any way possible that I wasn't going to make this step. Yeah. Good. Second question. Hi, congratulations on your next move, though not sure what it is yet. Good. Hi, congratulations on your next move, though not sure what it is yet. Will you share it soon? Yes, I am sharing today what that next thing is. It's the fact that I have now moved away from what you could consider the corporate space, and I am building a startup called the Purpose Portal. And so that is my new. We are in the early stages of actually getting things rolling, but we are already operational. We are online. We are, live on our website. We are open for services. So please check out the link in my bio so you can see what the Purpose Portal is all about. And I hope that having looked through that, you actually then, reach out and say, let's do something together. Good. Next question. AK, you look lovely. What's going on with you? Did you leave Niger? Hey, so this person it's so obvious that we've not been in touch for long. Yeah, so I left Niger. It has stayed since I left. I've been away from Nigeria for nearly over 2 years. Let's put it that way. I've been permanently away from Nigeria for over 2 years now. I'm based somewhere in Europe and living, working, schooling here. I'm no longer in Niger. But that was not the news, by the way, because that one happened since. Next question. Hi, ma'am. Read your post on LinkedIn. It was so emotional. Not judging, just asking, because I've been having similar thoughts. Please don't take offense. So what was the question? Hi, ma'am. Read your post on LinkedIn. It was so emotional. Not judging, just asking, because I've been having similar thoughts. Please don't take offense. Of course, I won't take offense. Not at all. Not judging. No, you don't sound like you're judging. It was emotional, truly, because I did feel emotional. So everything I said, I meant from the depth of my heart. So it was really emotional for me to be able to make the decision and to commit to actually then seeing the decision through. I'm not sure what your question is, but basically you just say not judging because I've been having similar thoughts. Okay. By similar thoughts, I'm guessing you mean you're having similar thoughts like to leave an organization or to leave something. I would say think it through very well, because like I said, for me, this was literally 5-6 years in the making. So it wasn't a decision that I woke up one day out of the blues and made. It was a decision that I had been thinking through for a number of years. And even when I decided that I was going to finally make the move, I really had to kind of plan it in a way that it did not disrupt my life totally or disrupt the life of my family totally. You have to arrange these things in a way that it doesn't entirely disrupt your whole life. So if that's the question that you're asking, if you're saying you've been having similar thoughts because you want to do something like that, I would say don't jump into it. Take some time to think it through and actually walk through it. One of the things that we do with the Purpose Portal is actually helping people navigate significant life and career transitions. So if you'd like to talk some more about the steps that you want to take or the thoughts that you're having, we'd be happy to have a conversation with you. So please just reach out and let's see. Yeah? Okay. Next question. What is this? Apana. La da 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 da. Okay, let's come back to this later. But next question. The way this person started this question is so funny. She says, babe, what's all this now? This one you used rainbow. Are you coming out? Like out of the closet coming out? You get ba? Oh my gosh, you guys. Whew. All right. No comment. Because these days one has to be careful how you respond to stuff before you get cancelled. But no, I'm not coming out of the closet. The rainbow for me was symbolic of change and new beginnings, transformation. That's what it meant, not coming out. Next question. Apana, congratulations. We are curious about your next steps and hope you can share your story on our platform one day. Yay! Okay, of course, I'd love to share my story. Yes, let's collaborate. That's what I'm talking about. I would love to share my story on your platform. So please, let's talk. Yeah? On my website, there's a section that is fully about partnerships, and it talks about collaboration. It talks about, partnerships, the ways that we can, in a sense, build in a very viable network of connected businesses, be it within the diaspora or back home in Nigeria or anywhere in Africa. So if you're interested in, collaborating on any opportunities or interested in amplifying our message on your platform, we'll be very, very happy to talk to you. So yes, let's do it. Good. Hey ma'am, do you remember me? I was one of your mentees way back when. Still a virtual mentee, by the way. I figured you left NB. Not easy at all. Is it all sunshine and rainbows on the other side? Asking for a friend. Haha. Oh Lord. Is it all sunshine and rainbows on the other side? It's not though. Oh my gosh. This question is knocking me out because in trying to respond to it, I'm just having like flashbacks of the journey to this point. And I know I'm looking all nice, today on Instagram for this live because it's my 40th birthday. But I can't say that it's all sunshine and roses on the other side. I don't think life in general is ever all sunshine and roses, right? In any venture at all, in any endeavor at all, I don't think that life is all roses and sunshine. There's always, parts of life that are cloudy, rainy. And then there are moments where you then have the sunshine and the daisies. But no, I think that saying it's all sunshine would be misleading. But I do appreciate my journey. And there's a sort of peace and calm that I feel comes from knowing that you've actually, in a sense, taken the right decision at the right moment. And that's how I feel. It's been tough on many levels, really just trying to get myself out of the headspace of being like this, corporate career professional with all of the attendant perks and, benefits that come with it. You get used to that lifestyle, you get used to those benefits, and you also kind of get used to, I guess, the status that is associated with that. And then when you step away from something like that, it's almost like you're dealing with an identity crisis. Like, so who am I now? Away from these big job titles, away from all of these, let's call them acquired luxuries, who am I? Who am I? Away from what I am known by ex-colleagues or friends or family and so on to be. And I think that in itself is actually part of the journey, to figuring out what this next thing actually is going to be and figuring out who you really are on the inside, away from all of those trappings. So there are days when it will for sure get you down and it will get you feeling like, did I really make the right decision? But then there are days where you really feel like, wow, so life can feel this good. Life can feel this rich. Life can feel this meaningful. Life can feel this vibrant, So I would say, yeah, expect both sides, the cloudy days, the rainy days, the sunny days, the flowery days. It's all part of your times and seasons. And so take it in stride. But again, this is one of the things that we actually are specializing in going forward. So if you'd like to know a bit more about that, let's talk. Let's talk some more. Next question. So this person says, you've been talking a lot about purpose for a while. Does it mean that one cannot fulfill purpose in a career? My goodness. No. Oh my gosh. Listen. No, this is not what that's about at all. But let me take it back a bit. You can absolutely 100% fulfill purpose in a career. And what is a career really? A career is the work you do, right? It's the work you do regardless of what that work is. So even for me, the fact that I've stepped away from one kind of career into something else does not mean that I've left the career. Do you understand? I've simply, in a sense, changed something, but it doesn't mean that I don't have a career anymore. So if Akpana was, in a sense, a HR leader with a multinational, Akpana is now a startup founder, but she still has all of her HR experience from the past, and she's also building new knowledge and experience with regards to venture capitalism and also running a business or being an entrepreneur. This is my career now, and it's all part of my purpose, right? So you can absolutely fulfill your purpose in your career. And having said that, this is also not to say that I left that career because I wasn't fulfilling purpose. Again, back to the whole idea of times and seasons, right? I was for sure fulfilling purpose even as a career professional with a multinational. But then I recognize that there is a moment where I need to do something different as a continuation of my purpose. And so if you look at what we talk about in the purpose portal, we talk about recognizing and powering your legacy. And legacy is a continuum, right? Your legacy will flow with you through times and seasons, through decades and ages and all of that. So let's not get it twisted. You can absolutely fulfill your career in your fulfill your purpose in your given professional career. To help you, this is like patented content for the purpose portal, but I'm just going to give you guys a small tip. One of the things we're going to be, in a sense, helping our audience, our target audience, understand is the fact that you get called to, in a sense, different missions, different purposes at different times of your life, right? And in some seasons, right, your call could be a call out of whatever it was that you were in at that given point in time. But sometimes it doesn't require you to actually step out. Sometimes it's almost like it's a call vertically. So maybe you're within a given career or organization, and the restlessness and the uneasiness you feel is actually a call to go higher, right? And so you're feeling the way that you feel because you recognize that there's more that I can give, but that more is actually going to take me upwards, within the same space that I am. And sometimes the call is actually deeper. It's a call to deeper in the sense that you need to probably strengthen your skills or deepen your knowledge or deepen your influence or relationships and so on. And so it's a call to something, but it's not a call out. Do you get? And then at some seasons, it's actually a literal call out. And in my case, this was one of the times where it was a call out. But I've been in seasons where it was a call to deeper, it was a call to higher, it was a call to return, all still within the same organization. And I was always in line with my purpose for the season in time. So just to say that, yeah, let's not get it twisted that people cannot fulfill their career in their or fulfill their purpose in their given careers. Enough said on that topic. Okido. Next question. Hi, I'm happy for you, but what exactly are we celebrating? I'm really happy for you still. Seriously. Okay. Thank you. What exactly are we celebrating? We're celebrating my 40th. Yay. Big deal. Yes, I turned 40 today. And I'm thrilled for many reasons. I'm alive, I'm healthy, I have a loving family, there's so much to be thankful and grateful for. And I guess most recent of all is that I have relaunched my business, the Purpose Portal, and we went live today. And so you can find us on our website, you can find us on the Instagram channel, and you can find us through the link in my bio. So click on the link in my bio and you can check out and explore, what we're about and what we're doing. I'm going to have a separate live session sometime next week on the channel of the Purpose Portal, where I really then talk about what the Purpose Portal does, what our services are, how we can help you, how you can reach us, and all of that. But today was about me, because I turned 40 and I've been making some big changes in my life, and I received so many questions. So I wanted to take the time to chat with you all and respond to your questions. Yeah? Good. Next question. I know who this is. So, AK-47. My friends used to call me AK-47 because the first two initials of my name are AK. So, yeah, just as a nickname, AK-47. And so he says, AK-47, let us know when you're ready. Muna Nin. For the Malo people, Hausa people, Northerners in the house, please explain. No, Muna Nin, I remember it from way back when, but I can't really remember the meaning. So what does that mean? I think it means something like we're here or we're ready or something like that. But anyway, yay! Good. Next question. Someone says, what's happening, girl? Explain to me like I'm 8 years old. This social media suspense is killing me. Oh, Lord. Okay. Explain to you like an 8-year-old. My name is Apana Ahukana. I used to be a career professional working in the corporate space, and I recently made the decision to step away from that in order to build a startup business and to go back to school and complete my master's program. How's that? I hope that answers your question and that it's short and to the point, like you would do for an 8-year-old. Good. And finally, last question. Hey, you good? Tell me, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, really? I feel good, particularly today. Today, I feel so good. I feel excited. Like, I'm literally just giddy with how excited I am. There's so much to be thankful for, guys. Seriously. I said that earlier, and I don't want to repeat myself, but there is so much to be thankful for. So for me, I celebrate this season. Like, I want to enjoy it. I want to bask in it. I want to really, really just, take it in and ride it, with all my strength and with all my energy. And I know that, taking journeys like this or going on, endeavors like this also come with their own difficulties. But I mean, that's life, right? That's life. So the time will go anyway, whether or not we used it in pursuit of our dreams or in pursuit of anything else. So for me, I made the decision that this is worth it for me, regardless of whatever challenges may come later on. It is worth it for me, and I really want to give it my best shot. So I hope that you stay with me on this journey and that you also find moments to connect with us and, just, support us or amplify our message with whatever platforms you have. Goodness, I see so many people have joined just now, and I wish you joined earlier. Hey Nana, hey Shakila, oh my gosh, Buchi, ladies, why are you just joining now? I've been talking since. Anyway, I'm gonna save the live so that I can put it back up on my page by the time we are done. I hope you catch the replay, but I'm so happy that you could join, because I know that there's a lot of you that are busy and you're probably still at work or maybe just left work. So yeah, I don't take it for granted at all that you joined at this time. But to wrap up, so I don't keep us here for much longer, the concluding message of this live is the fact that, I've had dreams and aspirations for the longest time that I decided was actually time to actualize, and actualize with commitment, not as a side hustle, not as, a passion thing or a passion project that I'm just kind of dabbling in. I really decided to go full in this time, and that's what really this is about. I'm doing this under the umbrella of the Purpose Portal, which is not really new per se, because I've started a long while back talking about the Purpose Portal, posting under the platform of the Purpose Portal, and I had actually registered it as a company back in Nigeria quite a while back. So this is not really new. It's more like a relaunch and a recommitment to actually doing the work that is required under that umbrella. And so we're in the early stages of building it up as a successful startup, a business. We have a 3-phase plan for it. We are in the first phase now, which is really just, setting it up and putting it out there and getting started. But I'm also currently completing my master's program. So I'm setting stuff up in a way that gives me room to also still be in school while running it on virtually, mostly for clients that will be out of my current location. But I mean, a lot can be done these days virtually, and I'm going to take time to go into the details of what we offer, what we do, how we do it, and how you can connect with us via the Purpose Portal somewhere next week. You can find out much more about all of this if you click on the link in my bio. I have a link tree up in my bio where you would see, all of my different platforms. You can go to the website. You can order my book, Scared Successful Woman. You can check out my YouTube channel, because I've only posted a few videos there, but we're coming, because we want to really build thought leadership on this topic. We're coming. So yeah, you can find a lot of information up there. Let us help you recognize and power your legacy through the Purpose Portal. In other news, it's still my birthday. So thank you to everyone who reached out to say happy birthday and sent me messages and put up my pictures on their DP. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. For those of you who are just joining now, we've been talking since so I hope you catch the replay, but yeah, we're just wrapping up. Bye. I'm sorry, I have to go. Bye. I hope you catch the replay. Thank you all so much.